fist back over here. I gave myself a little scratchy scratch. Hey, what's up, you guys? Artemis Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Moon Knight and the Moon Knight variant, which you see right here. Gotta give a big thanks to Gabriel, aka Lysis320, for making this video possible. Thank you so much, man. And for you Marvel Legends collectors that want to lock down the latest Marvel Legends coming out, you can get them at Big Bad Toy Store.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
I think this is the first video I've ever done showing off the packaging for a Toy Biz Marvel Legend figure. So I love this old school Toy Biz packaging. We have the clamshell over here, totally covered in plastic, and it has a cardboard piece inside, and you can see the other figures of the wave over here, including the Blue Wasp, which is the rarest Marvel Legend of all time, I believe. Cool thing that we have over here is we have tech specs and we have a little bio on Moon Knight. And then here's the front of the packaging again with the MODOK series, ages 5 and up, and we have different staple Marvel character symbols along the sides of the packaging over here. You can see the silver variant, superposable, 42 points of articulation. Oh my god, includes diorama, 32-page comic book. Collect all 6 MODOK series figures and build your own MODOK. So as you already know, I'm excited to open this figure. Let's crack him open. So here's our silver Moon Knight variant out of the packaging, and I really like how this figure looks. Here's the regular version of Moon Knight over here, so you can see the differences between the two of them. I'll go over both of these in the review. This silver one though, I do like more. I really like this look. I think maybe because from what I've seen Moon Knight wear mostly white, but there are comics, especially the comic that the figure comes with, he's wearing black. So there are a number of accessories that Hasbro gave us with their Marvel Legends. Let's go over them and then we'll take a closer look at the figures. We get this left arm Build-A-Figure piece to MODOK. If anybody wants this, please send me a personal message on Facebook. I do not need it. A little instruction sheet on how to build a Build-A-Figure MODOK. We get this Marvel Team Up comic book, and you can see we have Spider-Man and Moon Knight. I think this was Kirkman who wrote this. Kirkman used to write, yes, Robert Kirkman, the guy who created Walking Dead, who writes Walking Dead. He used to write Marvel Team Up for a while. And you can see in the inside right here, the suit is black on Moon Knight, and the moon is in the center of his chest, unlike the figure. And much like the Native Americans, Toy Biz did not let anything go to waste. So here's the backing card, and you could use it as a display piece. So this is the layer of Moon Knight over here, and it comes with this little piece of plastic that you can use to peg into this. So we have a little diorama backdrop. I guess you could cut this out if you want. And then you can go ahead and pose your Moon Knight like that, and you have a little display going. As for the weapons, Moon Knight comes with these nunchucks, and he comes with this staff over here. I do not like these nunchucks very much. I think they're a little too big. When you have him holding them in his hand over here, they don't hold too well, I think. I don't know, man. I just think these are really big nunchucks. They're huge. And we have a little feature over here on the back of the figure. You can see there's this loop on his back. You clump the nunchucks together and you thread them through this loop back over here. And then there we go. Now he has some storage for the nunchucks, which does not really look so cool. I don't like having this thing sticking out of his back over here. It looks kind of weird to me. I'm not really happy with that. And there is no storage for the staff. I guess you could thread it through over here, but I don't know. I don't really have any complaints about the staff. I like how it has these rivets indented over here going across it, and the thickness of it is actually a lot better than the nunchucks. So the nunchucks should have been like as thick as this staff. I really like the paint detail and the sculpting of this hood and the cape of the figure that are attached as one, but it really does bother me. It's my least favorite part of the figure because it really messes with the head articulation a lot. You can see the face sculpt underneath here a little bit. You could peel that back. You can see that the face is flat black and he has painted white eyes over here. Now this is the silver variant. On the regular version, this is more of a gunmetal plastic that they've used throughout the whole figure, and this is just one solid color for the face and throughout the rest of the figure that they've used here, which is a very nice gunmetal look. I really like how it reflects light, but as I've mentioned a few times, I do like how this silver looks better, especially because it does have some shading on it. You can see some light airbrushed black over here on the abs and in some of the muscle definition. Now the moon is a little off center over here, and it is off center on the regular version too. So on both figures the moon is a little off center. That doesn't really bother me too much though. And for the most part this whole body is pretty familiar. It's the bullseye body mold that they've reused over here. I really like the sculpting on the belt and on the gloves and on the boots. They look really cool. And we have this pearlized white right here on the glove, belt, and boot sections, which I really like a lot. I really really like how this figure looks. Really nice detail on these boots over here. I do like, you can see all the stitching, and he does have treads at the bottom and peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And then here's the back looking at the cape, and it has some really nice shading in it, really nice sculpt, and of course it has this hole in the back so you can plug it into a Toy Biz display stand. So you can see the hole in the back of the figure right there, and they gave us the hole in the cape, and then you can just plug one of these stands in like so. Looking at a profile shot of this hood, that looks really nice. I really like the texture right here. Nice wrinkles and paint applications and everything. As I had mentioned, the hood is very bothersome. The head can rotate left and right, and because this hood and cape is just one piece, makes it very difficult for this head to move around properly so you can see his face, or at least his eyes. I would like to see the eyes of the figure at least. So there is a lot of head articulation over here, but it is hindered a lot by this cut around here and made it a different piece somehow. I've seen that on the Marvel Universe Taskmaster. Anyway, he does have armpit joints that move in and out over here. He has shoulders that move upward, they move forward. He has bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, forearm rotation, wrists move down and they move up. He has individual finger articulation over here, which I always think is very cool. He does have a great ab crunch, waist articulation. He does have hips that move outward. They're on wide joints, so you have to spin them around and then move them forward. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boots rotate side to side, ankles move down, up. We have toe articulation and just a tiny bit of an ankle pivot. Such a bummer, man. Not that much ankle pivot. I want my ankle pivot. So these Moon Knight figures stand at about 6.5 inches tall. And here they are compared to the Bullseye variant figures. So there are a lot of reused pieces on these Moon Knight figures from the Bullseye. Now this Bullseye mold has actually been reused more than any other mold from Marvel Legends. And it's actually been used on the Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So a lot of people ask me, why do you use the Big Time Letdown Spider-Man all the time? It's me using the most commonly used body mold for Marvel Legends as a size comparison. You can see they're the same height over here. So that's your average size Marvel Legend. Anyway, that is my review, you guys. There goes Moon Knight. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will catch you guys later, and thank you so much, Gabe. Really appreciate it. Link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Crispy.
At least so you can sit.